Alright, we're going to go through how to create this effect using the footage. Alright, you see her jump down, and you see her fall down below, and then run away. Okay, to create this, we're going to have to create this jump sequence up here, and in a different sequence, we're going to have to cut together the push-off clip and then the landing clip. So let's put that together. To make a new sequence for this, we're going to click the new icon here, go to Sequence, and widescreen 48. We'll call this the effect or something like that. And then in the effect, we're going to grab our footage. So here's our green screen footage, and we're first going to get the part where she lands, and I'm looking for where her feet are solidly on the ground, like that. We're going to take it from there and to where she runs off to there, and that's going to be one part of it. Change sequence settings. Okay, so it's just her landing and then running off. But that's going to be the second part of our clip. The first part is going to be where she's up on the rail. She runs up to the rail and she climbs over it. Now there's this great audio that happens right about there where someone thinks she's actually going to run and jump off like that. So as she raises her leg there, that's when we're going to stop it and drag that video down here. So now we have the two clips and then the landing. Now you could just leave it like that and people will be somewhat convinced, but we want to animate this part where she's falling from up here down to here. So we're going to use a technique that's similar to the 4-point garbage man intro project that we did a while ago, and that involves this part. We're going to need a separate sequence for this, so we're going to make a new sequence. We'll call this jump. It'll be widescreen 48, just like the last one, and we're going to cut together the parts where she's just jumping in front of the green screen. And we're going to do two things. We're going to use 8 or 4-point garbage man, and we're going to use Ultra Key, and we want to get her just as she's coming down like that. So from there to right before she touches the ground, it's a very small sliver. We're going to take that, change sequence settings. Okay, it's like 4 or 5 frames here, and then we're going to go to the next time she jumps up and then step forward, so we use the right button. And right when she starts to come down, mark in. And just before she touches the bottom, mark out. Now this is probably enough frames here, just like that, to get her falling. But I'm going to go ahead and get the one last time here. So there she starts to fall. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So that's all we get out of that one. Okay? So it looks like she's just falling down a few times. We're going to use 4-point garbage mat on each of these. So I'm going to drag 4-point garbage mat to each of these. And with the effect controls, I'm going to bring the 4-point garbage mat to inside the green screen. Just like that. And then we're also going to use Ultra Key. And we're going to drag that to each one. Click on the eyedropper, click on the green, and we're going to go to pedestal, increase the pedestal until everything goes to black. I'm going to just copy the Ultra Key here, so I'm going to click on Ultra Key, Control C. I'll go to my next clip here and then do Control V and put that up there. And I'm also going to change the 4-point garbage mat. And then one more time right here. And then also doing the 4-point garbage mat. So what we have is we have 3 really short clips of her falling, and we need to adjust them so they're like right on top of each other. So from there to there, that they're in the same place. So I click on the clip, I open up motion, and I can do this where I overlap it a little bit so I can more easily line them up. And then I'm going to do the same thing here where I take that and I overlap it by a frame, and then I move this one so it's right over the top there, move it back, and now I have it all lined up. So we just have a constant film of her falling. Well, this is all inside of the sequence called jump. I'm going to flip back to my sequence called effect here, so I click on the effect, and I'm going to bring in jump to right here. And so now what I have is I have this part. You can see her right there. But what I need to do is I need to kind of create a little space where there's nothing behind her and she lands right there. So I'm going to go back to my footage when it was just kind of blank here and just grab a few frames of blank footage. We call this a clean plate. And I'm going to drag that right in there. Don't need much, so it should be easy to find. And then I just want to make sure that she lands in the right place. So I click on the jump, go to effect controls, go to motion. I'm going to put her just above there. And now I can animate the falling. So in order to do that, on the jump video that we made, I'm going to open up motion and I'm going to click on the stopwatch for position. Now that's where I want it to end. Now I'm going to go back in time a few frames and I'm going to lift this up and towards the rail till she's out of screen like that. Now if I play this, she lands and then she runs away. Alright, one last bonus thing. You can have Miss My Vet kind of walking down the stairs here if you'd like. Just for a little humor, because it's kind of funny that how she kind of comes down and doesn't notice that there's someone jumping from the rail there. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to use 4-point garbage mat, drag it onto that video track here with Miss My Vet. And we're going to go to the effect controls, go to 4-point garbage mat. We're going to cut around here. So I just have that portion right there. And we want to make sure this goes up here so that that girl doesn't get her head cut off while the effect is happening. And there you have it.